Hello everyone and welcome to my review of Angels and Orcs Online. This is an online game for mobile devices. It's on the Android App Store, Google Play, which it is in early access in. I do not know if there is any space left, except if you want to know more info, there is an info page on this game. So all you have to do is download it and find out. So download the game or watch this review to find out what it's about first. So, straight into the review. I come in as a female wizard. It seems Professor Oak got the gender specification wrong. I must have said, "Hey, Professor Oak, I'm a boy." And he said, "Oh, right, so you're a girl," and turned me to a girl. He must have not had his hearing aids in. Anyway, this can all be fixed with a little tap of the menu icon. As you can see, there is a nice little menu here, which is easy to navigate because it says everything underneath it. We're going to go to cosmetics because I don't want to be a girl. So let's go into wizard. What? These cost gems? 365 for each one. Right, no problem to that. I'll just go get some gems. That's a player name change. Okay, that doesn't matter to me. Let's go off here and click the gem thing. And wait 1 second. First off, why $2 US, which is like £1.30 in UK price, for 100 diamonds? And why is it without the early access title? Early access title, yeah. Why is it without that? Is Alkanov like thinking, "Oh, we can't let you have the early access title if you give us £2, because that's not supporting the game. You need to give us about £35 and £15 to get the early access supporter title, because giving us even just £2 does not support the game." Why is it £2 or £1.30 is what I ask, because usually 100 diamonds or gems or whatever they are would cost £1 or $1 or whatever, and it would usually come with an early access or the supporter title. It doesn't matter, but that just baffles me for some reason. So anyway, how to play the game. You go and you tap where you want to walk, or you can click down in the bottom left corner of your screen to receive this. This is a movement device. It allows you to move. So just keep moving. It's a bit hard to navigate with, so it's easier to use the tapping. Now what you do to earn XP is you hit monsters and kill the monsters. As you can see, I am hitting this monster here. Tap the bottom corner to use your special skill and you'll kill it. Press the loot button to pick up the loot and you're pretty much on your way. Grind up your levels, go through the areas, and you'll be good to go. Now, when you get a certain amount of gold, you may want to go to your local shop, which is up here. It's called the vendor. Now, you can either sell or buy items, and buy items that are way overpriced for what they would actually be worth, which is baffling. Now, if I was to compare this to any British shop, I would compare it to Waitrose, because they sell everything for over the price of what it is worth. But this turns out there's actually scrolls at the bottom. Oh, I can be a boy. That's cool. Let's just turn myself into a boy then. Heh, Professor Oak. You didn't get it so wrong after all. I can switch between genders. That's the coolest power I've ever seen on the earth. Now, on to some more stuff. There is 4 classes. The warrior, the hunter, the wizard, and the paladin. Each of these classes have different things. 2 of them start as female characters and 2 as male characters. It turns out that Professor Oak decided that some of them were going to be female and some of them were going to be male. It's an odd thing Professor Oak. But anyway, we'll move on to the next one. There's a stat system, which is much better than Rukoi. I'm going to add one to my intelligence to give myself the 40 stats that I have, and I have 95 intelligence. You just add the stat points to whichever stat you want, whenever you want it, and there's the details of your character. Your account is apparently free. Last I checked, my account was premium. I don't know why that changed. I never heard why. A critical chance as well is down there. Next you have your friends list, which has a few people on it. Then there's the leaderboard. This is interesting. There's the richest people. There is the heroes. This is with the low karma. This is the murderers, which is people who kill people. And here is the cosmetic gem shop, the AOO info. Angels and Orcs Online is an open world MMORPG in alpha stage. You will find bugs. PvP and PK are both possible after level 40, so try not to steal mobs / drops or you might get PK'd. Use /help in the chat to get a list of useful commands. Oh, that's very, very useful. Thanks for telling me that. This is my account info, which is just nothing. That's the report. You will get banned if you spam this form. Hi. I didn't actually send that. Joystick and skill range. These are the settings. Now we can go into the chat. There are 6 chats. A quick reminder that the non-English chat is a communist community and is to be avoided at all costs. There's the trade chat. I don't know what the LFG chat is. The system chat. The guild chat. And I'm not the member of any guild. I'll create Kayuri eventually. Or I'll join a guild in this. Now, on to the guilds. The guilds you need to be level 50 to do. And you have to have 100,000 gold. So first of all, I'd like to point out that Alkanov has currently achieved almost everything that Ricardo wanted to achieve with Rukoi in a shorter time than Ricardo has achieved it. And Alkanov is adding quests very soon due to a recent animated thing that he showed us. So we can all be hopeful that this game will end up better than Rukoi. Of course, Ashton has also found it and is going to overhype it as well. That's going to go in the cons list. So, let's see. 100,000 gold. That is a bit much if you ask me. Am I going to have 100,000 gold when I get to level 15? No. So, that's very, very strange, to say the least. Now, on to the PvP system, which is just through here. Or we could go down south, but I like going to dangerous places more than that. And also, this world, it seems to be... there's a lot of... It doesn't make sense, the geography of the world. It's sort of like you teleport from one location to another randomly at some point. Don't worry, there'll be a new map eventually. Now, this axe just here, tap it once, it will turn red. That means you're going to kill innocent players. Tap it, you're neutral. Then you can kill players that are being bad. So, that's a good thing. And in this zone, there are lots of monsters. There are ranged monsters and monsters, which do absolutely nothing if you are a mage, because mages are overpowered. Of course, like in Rukoi, pick the mage class. It will make you very, very powerful, because it's the best. Screw every other class apart from the mage. Now, I think that that's pretty much everything about the game. And we're going to go on to the pros and cons. Here are the pros. It is easy to play and is addicting and fun. The soundtrack in it brings back memories of old times playing the game. The stat system is not an AFK system, which is the best thing since sliced bread. Guilds. Quests are soon to come. It's achieved everything that Ricardo wanted to achieve in less time than Ricardo. It is pretty much a fully fledged MMORPG. There are several zones to walk through and explore, which makes the world very, very big. Now for the cons. This could very much frustrate the developer if he ever sees this video, which he probably will. The item update. I just had to put that out there. That ruined the experience for me for a very long time. I don't want to hear any more of that anymore because that was very... Don't complain to me about putting that on the list of cons, it's just there. Okay, the diamond prices, or the gems, and the fact that the 100 gems and the 420 gems does not give you the early access title for free with it. It's also a bit overpriced, even if you were to add the early access title to it. I don't think you'd pay $2 or £1.30 for just the 100 gems and the title. It's worth a bit less than that. Now, on to the next con. The overpricing of items and the class-specific items. They're possibly the worst things within this game, which sort of were. The store sells items, but they are all highly overpriced, which is very annoying when grinding up money. The prices of the items that are in the shop, when you sell the items to the shop, they don't sell for that price. In fact, they sell for much, much less. For example, if I was to sell this, it would normally be bought for 27,440. It sells for 120. And that's about all of the cons of the game. There are a lot of bugs in the game, but I'm not going to add that as a con because that's just a bit rude. Now, the potion refill system, that's absolutely fine. I don't really mind about that. That's completely fine. Everything in this game is pretty good, apart from a few things, and I'm going to rate it a 0 out of 10 for no ducks. The actual score that I am going to rate it is 7.8 out of 10. It is a good game, but it has a few minor setbacks to it. But with development, it will be very good in no time. Remember, it is still in alpha stage. Go download it from the App Store, if you can find it, because it's in early access on the Android Google Play Store, not on iOS. Anyway, thanks for watching this review, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to tell me down in the comment section below what your opinion on the game is. And if you're the developer, don't complain about how I put the item update on the list of cons. It just is there.